Hello dear students, so now today we would move ahead in the second chapter of class 10th science, that is acids, bases and salts, where we are discussing the chemical properties of acids and bases. So today we have the next property of the acids and bases, and this is acids react with bases, or also known as the alkalis, to form salt and water. So the question can be asked like this: what happens in exam point of view? Okay, I'm just talking about, well, what happens when acids react with bases? So answer would be what? They are going to get form salt and water. Okay. Now the question also can be asked like, what happens when acids react with alkalis? Alkalis or base, both are same, na? Yes. So what happens when acids react with alkalis? So what would be your answer? Answer is they are going to form salt and water. Okay. Now now if you see the reaction between acids and base, when acid and bases are reacting with each other, they are going to form salt and water, and this reaction is known as the neutralization reaction. That is also you have to remember, very important from the exam point of view. What is the neutralization reaction? So answer would be what? The reaction between acid and bases, the reaction between acid and bases to form salt and water is known as neutralization reaction. Simple? Yes. So this is how the different questions can be asked here. Okay. Now if you see here, we have acid and base. So both of these two are reacting together. They are forming salt and water, isn't it? Okay. Now let's say some example here. Suppose let's take one important acid, that is HCl, hydrochloric acid. Then we have the important base, that is sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH. Okay. Now if these two are reacting together, so what they are forming? They are forming salt. Salt would be here NaCl, that is the common salt. Okay. And H2O, water is going to be formed there. Okay. So this is the simple reaction. Okay. Now we have another, let's say we have another example like H2SO4, and it is again reacting with NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide. So if these two are reacting, what would they form? Again salt. Salt is what? Sodium sulfate, that is Na2SO4. Why Na2SO4? Because valency, sorry, this valency of this is -2. So this is SO4 is having -2 charge, and this Na is +1 charge. Here you have the +1, here you have -2. So we would cross multiply, so this 2 would come here, this 1 would go there. Okay. So that is why we have Na2 here, isn't it? Getting it or not? So we are going to get the salt, that is Na2SO4, sodium sulfate, and one more, that would be water, isn't it? Okay. One more reaction I'm taking. Let's take the example like HNO3, that is what? Nitric acid, and it is reacting with MgOH whole twice, magnesium hydroxide. Here again, if you see, the valency of magnesium is, if you see the charge over magnesium, it is +2, and charge over OH is 1 negative ion. You might be knowing, if you just cross multiply, this 2 would go there, one would come here. Okay. So that is why this is MgOH whole twice is there. Okay. And here you do not have twice, because both have the same charge, +1 here, -1 here. Cross multiply, you would be getting same. Okay. So HNO3 is reacting with MgOH whole twice, and what you are going to get? You are going to get MgNO3. This is one salt, and one more thing, that would be water here. Okay. Now one more reaction. Let's say some important reaction I'm taking now. S3PO4. Can you name this? Can you name this? It is phosphoric acid. It is known as phosphoric acid. What? Phosphoric acid. So when this is reacting with calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole twice. Here if you see, the charge over calcium is +2, and this is -1. So that is why 2 is there. Okay. So when S3PO4, that is phosphoric acid, it is reacting with calcium hydroxide, and you are going to get what? You are going to get the salt, that is what? Ca3PO4 taken twice, whole twice, or whatever you say, whole twice or taken twice. Okay. Now if you see the charge over PO4 is what? Is 3 negative, and the charge over calcium is 2 positive. That is why this 2 is here and this 3 is here. Getting it or not? Yes. So this is the salt, and one more thing would be there, that is what? Water. Okay. Now if you are balancing this, you have 3 molecules of calcium there. Here also you would have to write 3. Now I think it would be balanced one. Just try to balance it also, isn't it? Now you have the next acid, that is what? S3PO3. This is what? Phosphorus. It is phosphoric. Phosphorus. This is phosphorus acid. And when it is reacting with NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, then again you are going to get salt and water. Salt would be here Na2HPO3. Na2HPO3 plus water is H2. Okay. Then one more acid. These are all same kind. Okay. S3PO4 phosphoric, S3PO3 phosphorus. Then one more phosphinic acid you have, and it is S3PO2. It is known as what? Phosphinic acid. Phosphinic acid. Okay. We have another name for this also, and the another name for this is hydrophosphorus acid, whatever you want to call. Hydrophosphorus acid. So both are same. Okay. So when this is acid again reacting with sodium hydroxide, and you are going to get what? NaH2PO2, salt, and one more thing, that is water. Now the main thing which can be asked here, if you try to balance this, you would have here 2. Only this I am writing, other I have not balanced. Just try to balance it properly, but okay. But here you would be getting 3 and 2. Okay. Now if you see, the question that can be asked here is the basicity of the acid. What I am saying? Remember this. Basicity of the acid. Basicity. What? Basicity of the acid. Where should I write it? Okay, let me write here. Basicity of acid. Basicity of acid means the acid which is reacting is liberating from the base how many OH negative ions. That would be the basicity of the acid. So if I am asking you now, how many OH negative ion would be liberated by this S3PO4 from this? I think 3 OH negative ion it is going to liberate. How many? 3. So the basicity of S3PO4 would be how much? 3. Basicity of this one acid would be 3. Similarly here, phosphorus acid. So how this one acid is going to liberate how many OH negative ion from this one base? I think 2 OH negative ion. Okay. So it means the basicity of phosphorus acid would be 2. And here this S3PO2, that is phosphinic acid, is going to liberate how many OH negative ion from this one base? I think only 1. So the basicity of this would be 1. So this is how it also can be asked about the basicity of the acid. Okay. Here also you can just, after balancing the equation, you can just find out the basicity of the given acid, isn't it? Okay. Just note it down. Then after we would be discussing the next property there. Now this is the next property. Property is acids react with metal oxide to form salt and water. So question also can be asked, what happens when acids react with metal oxide? Metal oxide means like you have copper oxide, like you have magnesium oxide, calcium oxide, isn't it? So whenever acids are reacting with metal oxide, so you are to get salt and water all the time. Okay. So question can be asked like, what happens when acids react with metal oxide? So answer would be, they are forming salt and water, isn't it? So we have some examples also here. Like suppose if you have magnesium oxide and it is reacting with the acid, that is H2SO4, again we are going to get salt and water. Salt is what here? Salt would be MgSO4, that is magnesium sulfate, and water is H2O, isn't it? Now again, suppose you have copper oxide, metal oxide, it is copper oxide, copper is metal oxide. So again if it is reacting with hydrochloric acid, So you are going to get what? Copper chloride, CuCl2, that is copper chloride, and then again you are going to get water. Try to balance this also. I am not balanced. You have to, you would write here 2 also. Let me balance it. Okay. Now if you see one more metal oxide, let's take calcium oxide. Okay, and when calcium oxide is reacting with HNO3, that is what? Nitric acid. Okay, so again you are going to get calcium nitrate, CaNO3 whole twice would be there, and then water is also there. Okay, now if you see the charge over this +2 and this one is having -1, so that is why if you cross multiplying, you have 2 here and you have only 1 there. Okay, so this is how the acids are reacting with metal oxide. Okay, that is all for today. We'll be discussing some more topics of this chapter in the upcoming lectures. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.